All right, so we need a circle about the size of a quarter, maybe slightly bigger. There's stuff all over that quarter. I don't know where that quarter's been. We'll try this quarter. Yep, so about the size of a quarter. In the middle, basically in the center. I'm a little off-centered, but it's because I got to put another one over here. So it's close to the middle. We want to make sure we got lots of room here and lots of room here, though. Now I'm going to take a line before I go and draw the next eye. I'm going to bring a line comes down here like this. It's fairly big. Goes down a little bit, and then I come right back to the point, just like that. It's almost like a petal on a flower itself, but not quite. Thank you, Gracie. I would have gone all the way through that and completely forgot. So, all right, next to this circle, we're going to do another large circle, about the same size, just right next to it. See what we got there? And what this is a crazy bird, and this is one eye, this is the other eye, and this is part of the beak. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so it's easier to see. Then I'm going to do the bottom of the beak. I'm going to come right here, and this will be shorter, and come right back up into the top part. So upper bill, lower bill. Okay, make sure you're not talking though, because that does get picked up on the recording. And I love this little bird because this is the hardest part of the whole drawing right here. If we got this part, the rest is easy. We're going to put another circle right here. That's fairly big. I'm going to draw it kind of light. I'm sort of turning that into a big Cheerio. And then I'm going to put another one right here. But you don't see the whole circle because part of it's covered by the beak and by the other eye. Right here, I'm going to erase a little section out and a little section out right here. And I'm going to put a little U shape right there. And of course, that's going to be the shine on his eye. If I bring that up closer, you can see what I'm talking about. Come on, focus. There you go. It's that little place where the shine on his eye is going to go. We'll come back and do more with that later. For now, we just need the shape. And one last little detail. A nostril, he's got to be able to breathe. Little dot. Now I know I went through that kind of quick. If you need a little minute to get caught up to that, raise your hand so I know whether to wait or not, okay? You that raised your hands, just give me a thumbs up when you're done, okay? I'll give you a minute or two to catch up, because I do know I went through that kind of fast. Mostly because I'm really anxious to get to the next part because I really like it. All right, we're going to move on here a little bit, and this is the fun part, because it's kind of like just scribbling. Watch what I do. I'm going to go around the head, not all the way around it, but I'm going to come a little above it. I don't want it right down on the eyes, a little above it, and I'm just going to do kind of a zigzag line that comes around, and then, of course, as you come around this way, it starts to lean down, and I'll stop right there. When I go around this way, kind of think in terms of a head. You want it to be a little bit rounded. I'm going to stop. Okay, so gravity takes it left and right. Taylin, I need you quiet and draw, please. I'm going to darken that circle right there. All I'm doing right now is just going back over my line on my circle, not drawing anything new. Okay, as long as you're not zigzagging straight out and it's falling down, following gravity, you're fine. But if you're going straight out and straight up and down, it looks like you just licked a light socket. Okay, you look like you just shocked the living daylights out of it. It's not round enough for me, so I'll round that off a little bit better. Okay, anybody need more time on the zig and the zag? All right, let's put a wing on him. We're going to come a little over here to the side. I'm just going to put a little line that comes out that way. And then I'm going to put a little zigzag on this, and it just gets narrower as we get up to here. So it goes from wide to a little narrow, where it connects to his body. Speaking of his body, it's going to go down here. It's not going to be very big. So watch what I do here. I'm kind of coming to the end of where my side of my head stopped. And I'm just going to zigzag it and go on around. But in this case, I'm going to let it come back up. So it just, so it goes around and starts to come up. Kind of like a blade on a saw. You know, like if you're on a table saw. So you just follow it around is all you're doing. Now he's far from finished. We're just kind of getting him blocked in. If your bird looks silly and it makes you smile when you looked at it, you're doing it right. Okay. Okay, the other wing. Going to come off this side. You're not going to see much of it. Zigzag, just like that. You don't see most of it because most of it's behind the body. You had it right here. So this part's right. Just down here, when you start to go this way, you got to just curve it up. So just follow your lines to that spot. We're going to put some legs and feet on this. This will be the easiest bird legs and feet you've ever drawn in your life, almost next to just going down here and putting 3 lines. Okay? Okay, shh. So let's just put 2 vertical lines right here, kind of lines up with this eye, comes straight down. One right here. One right here. Then I'm going to put one right here, one right here, but on this side I'm going to have it be a little longer than on that side. So I've got a short one and a tall one. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, these toes are going to be easy. Bird toes. This one's facing us, and this is about as easy as they get. 1, 2, 3. Pretty easy toes. And I want this, like if there's a little line going across here, I know to bring this down a little further. And then on this side, I'm going to have this line come down to here, and then I'm going to bring a line that kind of comes up diagonal. And I'm going to put a little circle on it, and a little circle right next to it. I'll darken that line there, bring this down, and that one sideways to us. Okay. Goofy looking toes. Okay, on that leg, we're going to put a few little details. Just put some like little smiley faces on it. It's the scales. Little smiley faces on this one. And then I'll come this way. Okay, let me bring that up closer so you can see a little bit. And now it's focused. Real simple, don't make that too hard. We're going to put a little bit of expression on him by putting a little eyebrow right here. Not a very big one. It's kind of V-shaped. Another one right here. The points go towards the center of the head, not away. Okay, so pointed towards the middle. It's just a scribble line is all it is. And now my favoriteest part, okay? We're going to come in here and we're going to put some little squiggly lines and scribble lines to make this look like a little bit of a frazzled bird. So just lightly with your pencil, come in here and put some little loopy lines coming out. I'm just looping around. And I'll even put a few out here. That's just to get us started. These are just loopy lines. We'll put some more lines in here in a second. I think the way this bird's turning out is a lot like I feel right now. So, self-expression through a bird. When I say loopy little lines, they're just little curlicues all over the place. All right, now a few lines that are not curlicue. These just kind of come out. If your lines are pointing this way, just kind of have some of these lines point the same direction and then cross. These are just extra, almost like whiskers on a cat. But I do have them following kind of the laws of nature and gravity. I might even put a little off his wing right there. So he looks like a frazzled little bird right there is what it is. A few little extra hairs. And then he needs a few feathers on his chest, so I'm just going to come in here and kind of mimic the direction that they're going on his body. And these are not like real detailed feathers. These are just kind of like little U's or little V shapes. And these kind of point the direction that one does, that one, that towards where these go. Just a few. We don't need very many. I've only got what, 1, 2, 6 on there is all, so not too bad. Then we got one last thing left to do after that, and this little guy will be done. I'm going to darken the line around my pupil. Okay, this is the last thing. We're going to come in here, and this pupil needs to be jet black, except for the little cutout that we put in it. And like always, go around your outer edge first. So you get it all filled in right to the very edge. And after you fill out your outer edge, then come in and do the middle. As black as you can get it. Because it really makes a difference on the finished expression. All right. See what a big difference a couple of black eyes make instead of just leaving them light. All right, does anybody need more time on that? Okay, I'll give it to you.